Today we're hiking to the snowiest place in the United States. Mount Baker holds the world record for most snowfall in a single season with a whopping 95 feet of snow. Typically you can drive to the top of this hike, but right now it's covered in so much snow this house is completely buried. And to make things more interesting, this area can be prone to avalanches.
I truly have no clue if I'm rocking the right way.
I've never snowshoed before, so I rented a pair yesterday and I'm hoping I can learn quickly.
It's been really frustrating.
So when I was getting everything together for this trip, I realized that I put all of my snow clothes into storage. So if you remember from a few videos back, I moved out of my apartment and put most of my belongings in storage. I didn't think that I was gonna have any other like snow encounters this year. So all of my snowboarding gear is in storage right now, which would have been perfect for this snowshoe hike. So I'm just kind of trying to make do with what I have. Most of the clothes that I have right now are sweatpants and athletic clothes, athletic gear. I just packed like a massive amount of stuff to layer with because I'm afraid that I'm going to be cold and wet. So I have a cotton shirt on, a sweatshirt on, and then this North Face zip up that I've been wearing in all of my videos that you've probably already seen. And then I have like a North Face vest. It's supposed to be 40 degrees-ish as a high, which is perfect. That's like pretty warm for being up on the mountain, but the wind chill is going to be 13 degrees.
Good morning, this is Michelle. What can we get started for you?
Can I get a vanilla sweet cream nitro cold brew grande?
All right, name's gonna see you at the window.
All right, thank you. So I was supposed to do this hike about 3 weeks ago, and it's funny because my friends are always like, what are you doing with your time off right now? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go on this snowshoe hike. And I've been saying that for a few weeks, and I've really put off doing this, I think because it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I've done a million hikes since I moved to Seattle, and even before that. This is my first time going snowshoeing, so I had to like rent the snowshoes, map out the route, figure out where I wanted to go that would be like worth it, and then drive 3 hours to Mount Baker and then 3 hours home tonight. Might not sound like a lot, like maybe you think I'm ridiculous for being nervous. It's good to push yourself a little bit to try something new. So hopefully the next time I want to do something like this, I feel a little bit more comfortable because I know what to expect. But I'm excited to see the mountains and take in the really nice view because this is supposed to be like one of the most beautiful winter hikes you can do. YouTube won't let me play music for you if it's not copyright free. So you're gonna have to guess what I'm singing. And I'll try and put on like a song that sounds similar.
What were you thinking then when you kissed your lips? Now I'm kinda glad you did. 'Cause now you adore me.
The higher we get, the higher the snow is. It is like towering over my car. Since looking into doing this hike, one of my biggest fears has been an avalanche, like getting caught in an avalanche. Before you go out, you check the avalanche risk, so you know what it is for that day, and it's listed as moderate. Apparently moderate is like normal and totally fine to go out on like a snowshoe or like cross-country skiing in. To me that sounds like any chance of avalanche is maybe a little too high of a chance. Okay, I'm pulling up into a parking lot and I see a lot of people putting on skis and snowshoes. So I think that means I'm in the right place. All right, quick snack, having a protein bar. I have this like ball of nerves in my stomach right now when you're going out and doing something new and it looks like everyone knows what they're doing except you. And so if you make like a mistake, you're going to be outed as an imposter. I've done hikes that are way more difficult. I've just never done a hike in this amount of snow before. Yeah, we're going to do it and it's going to be a great day.
have a malfunction. Already having issues with my snowshoes. They keep popping off, so I keep having to stop. I'm like 1 minute into the hike. I can already tell it's gonna be a little bit frustrating to keep popping them back on, but it's beautiful, and so far I'm the only one on at least this stretch of the path. This couple that I met in the parking lot caught up to me, helped me put my snowshoes on, because I don't think I was like strapping in. There's like a metal piece on the snowshoe that wasn't strapping in properly, so they got that situated for me, and now we're off to the races. It's kind of funny because there's no set path to go down, so there's just like a bunch of different paths. This isn't an actual trail in the summer, it's a drive, so I'm not actually sure which way to go. I'm just like following one of the paths and hoping that it takes me to a scenic overlook, because it's a little confusing. A lot of hills. These are the tops of trees. That's how much snow there is right here. And over here is the top of a cabin. Snow is literally to the top of the roof. You can see on the backside. I think that's like the second story that we're looking at. You know, when you go up a ski lift and it takes you to the top of the run, that is what I just walked up. So I was taking a little breather. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. I'm not even at the finish line, and it's like one of the most beautiful things I've seen in a long time. I truly have no clue if I'm rocking the right way. There's just like kind of paths, a million paths in a million directions, because there's a lot of skiers and snowboarders too, making their own paths. So it's hard to know which way to go. It says following this man for the last like 30 minutes to the top of the mountain, and when I caught up with him, I asked him which way to go. I was just following him. Turns out he wasn't actually going to Artist Point, which is the peak of the trail. He was just going to some random spot, so I just followed him to a random spot, but he was kind enough to take some pictures for me, and I took some pictures for him, so win-win. I think Artist Point is actually back in the other direction. But there's a bigger mountain up this way that I think will give really great views. I was worried about being cold on this hike because of the wind chill of 13 degrees, but I am sweating my butt off right now. But I think I could have done this hike in like shorts and a t-shirt. We've officially made it to the top. That's Mount Baker. I know we're at the end because there's been like 3 or 4 people also up here stopping to take pictures. I met another girl out here who's taking some pictures, I think, for her Instagram, which is a really nice camera, so she took some videos for me too. And I think all that to say that I feel a little silly for being so nervous coming here and putting this off for so long. I was really worried that I would feel uncomfortable doing this by myself. I'm really happy that I did this and a little bit proud of myself because it took some pep talk on the way here to pull this off. So, good day. I just passed a guy on the mountain who has the same snowshoes that I have. I've seen a few people with these like red snowshoes, and I'm guessing we all got them from REI to rent for the day because they're looking a little bit battered. And he was having the same problem where his straps weren't staying on. So I told him the secret: put them on so tightly that it feels like all blood flow to your feet has completely stopped, and then pray that that stays. Because now mine have stayed the entire hike and I'm almost back. You can actually see the parking lot. I've been walking back down the mountain for about, I think like 15-20 minutes. And I can literally already see the parking lot from here, which is funny because it took me like an hour to do that, to get up in this steep snow. Oh my God, that feels so good. Whew. Made it back to the car. Look at that view. Look at the view from my car. That's crazy. I need to take this hat off. I feel like I look like a elf. Ooh, my hair is wild. Pro tip that I've learned, always bring a hairbrush. Oh wow, okay. That was definitely a burner. My feet feel very tiny now that I've taken them out of the snowshoes. A little bit of a learning curve trying to get the snowshoes on. That was the hardest part, but the actual like walking in them is totally fine. Like no problems, super easy. It was absolutely amazing, like absolutely stunning. I'm so glad that I did this. It's 4:30 and there's a 3-hour drive back and I need to drop off the snowshoes. Still have a few hours ahead of us to get back, but the hard part and the fun part is done. Hey, thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of this video, I'm guessing you enjoyed it, so don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you liked this one, you can check out this recent video where I did a solo stay at a cabin in the woods. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.